Get to the
Japanese
top
language mentor.
until you look down and see how far. We're back. いらっしゃい。こんにちは。お久しぶりです。Twitch 様。I cannot even remember the last time that I streamed on Twitch. However, we are here. And we're also on YouTube. So multi-streaming is okay now. And therefore, let's come back to Twitch. I'd much rather prefer being on Twitch. Let's do it. Can I change language while in a stream now? Look at that. Everything's upgraded. And that's how we do it. Good morning. Trying to figure out all this. Restream bot. Good evening. Yo. Oh no, I gotta turn. Dang it, Firebot. No. Though I can't stay sub for now because I lost my job. Oh no! But I'll be back. Yeah, dude, don't worry about subbing. I have the sub stuff ready. There's gonna be lots of, lots of issues, I'm sure. But it is what it is. But it's good to be back on. Oh, a hype train is incoming. You know what? Twitch does do a very good job at creating an environment. Let's see. How do I put user in timeout? I don't care about this thing. All right, here, let's get your resub in event. Resub.
My life is good. Really good.
Look at that technology. It still works after 20 years. Something sounds like about. Am I clipping? Well, I am doing the multi-stream. Advanced working expected. I might have to change the bit rate or something. I just don't know. Sound is definitely amplified. Let's hear if it is within the mic. Let's see if it's something here. Test. Sound. Just there's two instances of the mic running. Let's see. I think there's two instances of the mic running somewhere, so we just gotta find that. Let's see. Test. Notifications seem okay. Test. Gotta be in somewhere. Microphone. Why do I have a mic thing like that? Let's just. I don't need to have a. Get rid of that. Move mic. Check. That sounds. Does it still sound amplified to you? Here, let's turn off the music for a second. This is basically a test stream. I think it's because the bit rate is. I don't know let's see what it sounds like on Twitch. I can't. I don't know what. Let's see what it sounds like on Twitch. I don't know. Just sounds like there's a lot of gain right now. So it's a test. The scuff is real. I think. Oh wait. No, now I'm not gonna be able to test. Check. Okay, I don't think it's two things running. Let's see what it sounds like now. Check. Let's see what it sounds like now. Check. Let's see what it sounds like now. Check. It sounds fine on my end. Okay. Now it seems fine. It sounds fine on my end. I think okay. Now it seems fine. I think it's fine on my end. I think it. Okay. Yeah. I think it's just some kind of adjustment needs to be check. I think I know what it is. Hold on. Is this gain? This should be okay. How does it sound now? Better? All right. 皆さん元気ですか？先週は何をしましたか? Yeah. You know, I definitely have always preferred Twitch, but the reason why I really just... Wow, they tell you in ads and stuff. This is weird. Main reason I had to switch is because it just... Even now, I think Twitch, it's probably hasn't improved or anything, but they made changes to tags, and it just destroyed my discoverability. Like, nobody was finding the stream. So I doubt anybody will find the stream now, but... I don't know. At least I just some things are a little bit nicer about Twitch, you know. And this way, like, even if I'm just streaming and nobody's watching on YouTube, at least it goes up on YouTube, and you know, maybe somebody watches it on there. Cool. Whatever. But yeah. That sucks, Zenny. Twitch gang. So you lost your job. That stinks, dude. The one that was so good, but you're so skilled. You're such a highly skilled programmer. I'm sure you'll find something. When did you lose your job? What if like a Japanese like teacher's like, いつ仕事いつ仕事いつクビになりましたか? End of last month. No matter what they say, they're just always sounding happy and like joyful. Like, oh my gosh, when did you lose your job? That stinks, man. Maybe there's something in here that can help. Here, some Doritos. If they still work. Let's see if the Doritos work. Oh, yeah. That's technology at its finest. The finest. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know if hey, Yeptar. Thanks for the Doritos. That's a true eater. After 10 Pandarius. After in the beginning. It's a Billy Joel sound. What does he say? After 2,000 years. It's a really good song. Actually, I'm definitely gonna listen to that after stream. That song is it's a really good song. Billy Joel, is it 10,000? It is 10,000 years. After 10, no, it's 2,000 years. That's 8,000 less than we need. That's not gonna do very well. Yeah, how are you doing, Pandarius? Yeah, I was like, and Yeptar, I remember Yeptar's name. Yeah, I definitely was like, kind of looking forward to like, whose names are we gonna see that I can actually kind of remember, like, who am I not gonna remember? Usually I at least remember some kind of name familiarity. But the worst is like when people will come in and they'll be like, "Hey, bro, doing good at work? Nice, nice. Yeah, Twitch is good for relaxing. I've been really good. I had another child. Memorable name achievement unlocked. Yep, time. But then people will sometimes they'll be like, oh, hey, bro, how's it been? And like I'm like, oh, geez, I don't remember this name. I'm like, oh, like good. And then they're like, you don't remember me, do you? This isn't just on Twitch, but like in general in life and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't remember. And then they're like, well, I did change my name. I was like, bro, like I can't see you. Like, what do you expect me to remember your non-existent name? So, but yeah, I'm good. Yeah, everything's been really good. It's probably been, hey, bro, yo, what's up, man? How's it going? How are you doing, Joe? Is that Joe from the other day that we did a lesson, Joe? How you doing, man? Oh, cool. Restream even puts it in Twitch chat so people can see. That's kind of cool. How you doing, man? They expect you to know through telepathy. Reminds me of, I think I've already showed you guys, but Sultai Seiridon. Just an awesome Sultai Seiridon. No, I don't remember you, do you? Joe. With a name like Joe and no other, you don't remember me, do you? This is what we were just talking about. I might remember you, but with only Joe to go on, I do not remember. I'm sorry. One of my favorite, is it Jigoku no Sensei? Jigoku no Sensei, or something like that. Just a cool song. Cool band. Not all of their songs are great because they kind of sound all the same sometimes. But yeah. Yeah. Overall, very good band. Can you remind me who you are, Joe? I'm so sorry. A little more context and I might remember a lot. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I think it's been like 2 years. Stalker, do I remember you? Yeah. Everybody, welcome. You were shy. You were. All right, there's a dumb pun there. Hold on. What did the shy sushi shop owner say? Ira shy. Ira shy. Pause due to movement. Then stop moving. I mean, because you're okay. Wasn't sure, but thought it'd be funny. Because your comments, you got it right the first time. I am considering lessons, but I don't know how to make the most of it and ask the correct questions. Yeah. To be honest, Joe, I think it's a legitimate concern. Ask. That's good logic. I think making the most of it really comes with doing it a couple times, but you know, just take time. And I think people who make the most of it are people who come prepared. Like I have, you know, some students that every week they'll come to me with things that they want to say. I think the students that make the least of it are students that they don't really say anything at all. They're like, oh, Ohayo, Genki. And then they'll just sit there and I'll be like, okay, I'll lead the lesson for an hour, which is, you know, that's my job. But if you want to make the most of it, it's like coming with questions, coming with things, not even just questions like, hey, I was wondering about like this grammar thing. Like those are always good. But the best way to make, you know, the most of it is like, I'm going to talk to JD about all this stuff and then talking about that stuff. And as you're doing that, I'll just be like, like we did kind of in the lesson, our other lessons, like just taking notes. I'll be like, taking notes of little mistakes or whatever. And usually when I'm taking those, I don't go over them immediately. I'll just keep taking them the whole time. And then, yeah, with your level, I'm not going to be like talking about that constantly in the lesson. It'll just kind of get in the way. So yeah, you talk, as we talk, I'm clickety clacketing, writing down stuff. And then, I can usually, it just depends. Like we can go over it during the lesson, or I can, I often just send it to people after the lesson and they can review their own like mistakes and stuff like that. And if you don't get it, you can just text me. But, I think that's the best way. Is like, simply put, you listen to my advice. There's very few, ironically, very few of my students follow all of my advice, right? And that's fine. Like Japanese to most everyone is a hobby. And their goal is like get better at my hobby. But for someone like you, it's a little bit different. You have a real important goal. You want to be a translator. And with that in mind, it's like, yeah, you want to make the most of it. I'm trash. Nah, dude, you're not trash. Don't think that. If you think that, you'll just continue to be that, like for sure. Like absolutely. Yeah, that's true, Zenny. Thank you. Actually, that's a reassuring statement. I don't really get mad at it. It's just like time to tell them again. It's just it is what it is. But people who stick to it, I should say faster, show rapid improvement. Rapid. And that's true. Yeah. That was just intro Japanese struggling with Tai and Tari. Separately or together? Like, do you mix them up, or do you I don't want that to be down more. Do you mix them up, or do you mean like separately? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get them confused and how to use them, or like I don't know how to use Tai, or I don't know how to use Tari, or both together or something like that? But yeah, that's true. Dang, I wish I drank a massive Red Bull for the first time. It's not as enjoyable when you're just chugging it down, which is what I thought it would be like. Hazu! I remember that name. You're a VIP. That's cool. I'm still alive. Together in a sentence, GPT. Dude, you guys know that I'm like, I guess old, so to say. Good to see you, Hazul. But I'm very happy not adapting to modern, like, Japanese learning. Hangyakusha. Long time no see. Very, very, very. It's good to see people coming, good to see everybody. How have I been? How's my family? Great. We have a new child. That's kind of the biggest news. We have a daughter now. So my son is 3.5 and my daughter is 7 months old. That's definitely the biggest update. That's where you could be like, got married again, had 2 other daughters. Just kidding. Thank you. Yeah. I think there was like a baby or something in here, right? There's something about a baby. Maybe not. There used to be something about a baby. I don't know. 3 years already? Time passed quickly. Yeah. So 4 years ago is when I first started streaming on Twitch. What's her name? Her name is Sambi. I'm not going to do the kanji. Because that's, tied to personal information. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I appreciate it. So I don't know I'm curious. What does GPT and Gemini say about combining Tai and Tari? And I'm like, this is what I really want to know. I've heard, GPT, blah, 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 they can be awesome for learning. But it's the same with Google. If you are a good Googler, if you're like, I think coders understand, like programmers, if you know how to Google very well, like there's tricks to Googling better, to get better results. Even, word choice, like putting stuff in quotes, there's all this other stuff. But the better that you can do that, the better you can Google. And so oftentimes, the better you can enter something into GPT, the better result you'll get. So I'm curious to see, like, what did they say? And then says anything thing. Says one thing, says anything thing. Another thing. Yeah, I'm curious what they said. That would be interesting. Chat GPT can help you understand what to search for. That's the best way to use it. いずるん覚えてます。Hemlock XXX はなんか覚えてる。こんにちは。お久しぶりです。皆さんお久しぶりです。本当に。ツイッチ復活。まあ、これで、お久しぶりです。そう、マルチストリームができるようになったから。I like Zombie. Thanks, Stalker. Yeah, we like Zombie too. We love her. She's just adorable. It's funny, even just being on Twitch and this kind of feel, also kind of is it gets me a little bit more like fun and stuff like that. Yeah. You should probably follow. Yeah. But because I'm not exactly sure what your question is, Joe. But, for example, like tai plus tari, like tabetakattari. That's, to combine them, that's what you do. I guess that is kind of like not obvious. Study. I guess it is, because to do tari, you need to change it to like past tense anyway. Chavidi says, 週末に山に登りたかったり、温泉に行きたかったりします。Or I want to climb a mountain using tai and tari. Okay, interesting. I would say, so ne. So your sensei. So all are correct. There's like, let's see. So you can also do like, I believe you can do like this. So you can say like tabetari shitai and stuff like that. Pretty sure. Yeah. Sometimes I like use stuff, but I can't say for sure. So yeah, you can also do that. So you, because I know that this is also applicable. For example, if you want to say, I want to be able to, you can say tabetari dekiru. But you can also say taberetari suru and stuff like that. Oops, I gotta remember to put it over there. Tabetari dekiru, tabetari suru. So a similar pattern. So there's multiple ways. And what your teacher is talking about is more real life conversation. So it's both accurate. So she or he is both right and wrong. Yahoo! A2R! Wow, めっちゃ久しぶり。元気? Yahoo, yahoo. So for example, your teacher is talking about like she let's just assume she is right in terms of getting like putting a list, like, you know, making a list, like well, I went to the store, I think, yeah, I went to the store, you know, I saw my mom, I talked to my sister, you know. In that kind of list, the ending in tari is very natural and good, you know. 行ったり、そのお店に行ったり、お母さんと話したり、and then oftentimes we say とかとか or とか。久しぶりだね。元気 ?JD は ?JD も元気だよ。すごく元気。楽しい。Twitch で配信するのもすごい久しぶりだから。楽しいっす。I gotta update that price thing. But yeah. So when you're just kind of doing that general list, it works. But in order to eventually you'll need to do more complex sentences. Like, you know, I like, for example, if you wanted to say, you can try this. You guys can all try this. I like, you know, I like whatever, eating, watching anime, and let's like eating, watching anime, and drinking alcohol. So if you wanted to do that, I like eating, watching anime, and drinking alcohol. How would you say that? それ日本語でなんて言う? And you can use, let's say we have to use tari. Okay? Gotta use tari. 頑張って。頑張ってね、みんな。できるかな? できるかな? But so that's why it's like, I think a lot of and I don't blame them. I just it is the easy way out is always to say like, just do this. And but like it's a dangerous slope, like if you're a teacher, to say this is, you know, for example, like a textbook will teach you tari suru. Okay? And I learned that from a textbook as well. And I was like, okay, cool. So every time I use tari, I would go blah 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 tabetari shimasu. Always tabetari shimasu. Tabetari shimasu. Tabetari shimasu. Yattari shimasu. Tabetari, animeを見たり、酒を飲んだりする。おー! さすが A2R さん。いいですね。Is there a slash Japanese language mentor? I think that's the... よっしゃ! そう、すごい。アニメを見たり、食べたり、アルコールを飲んだが好き。So, that's what you said, Joe. By the way, I am, if you use Twitch or not, whatever, but you can see other people's. I wish it would do the other way too. If people, I mean, it's slightly whatever. You know, usually you'd say what you're eating, but like, tabetari. Yeah, but I just for the sake of practice, you know. But yes, it is without something technically it's a little weird. So The only change I would make for you, A2, is putting osake, o, in front of sake. But you are right, Stalker. So, ちょっとだけおかしい。ちょっとおかしい。Yeah, I wish it was going to YouTube. I can see their comments on YouTube stream. I don't think... Oh, weird. So he says he can see them, but they're not popping up. Interesting. I think my brain just explodes the more grammar introduced into one sentence. So really, there's no other... what did he say? All this is to say is, yeah, like, that's why, all of this is, like, you know, kind of the big question of what should I learn and when? And the real answer is, like, I don't directly go out of my way. Oh, that's true. I don't actually, like, have grammar lessons. I used to do that. And I do it sometimes when a student is just like, they're just talking and having no problems. And I'm like, I think you need to be introduced to some new stuff to struggle some more. So other than that, but, oh, he can see their comments through the stream. That's cool. I guess that's one way of doing it. That's fine. 確かに確かに. Okay, cool. I guess I don't need to like retype in there either. なるほどね. All right, cool. So, you know, for example, if we were talking and I was like, you know, what do you like to do on weekends? 週末、皆さんどうぞ答えてください。週末、何をするのが好きですか? Okay. どうぞ答えてください。I'm only fixed on... Oh, and I can see yours right there. This is good. I'm only fixed on this because I have to for my homework, but otherwise I would say it a different way, but I can't get away with that forever. What is your homework question? Is it just, you know, make 5 sentences with Tari or something? Those last drops that are not fizzy, they feel extra syrupy and gross. But they provide the final sustenance of caffeine that one needs to survive. That's it. That was it. Also, I have sugar. So essentially, like, what I was saying is, like, when you learn in a textbook, it'll say tabetari suru. Okay, maybe the textbook also just respond to general questions like you are making in Japanese. 10 commercials starts in 10 commercials. That's just silly. You know, we really shouldn't be commercialing right now. That's just silly. No commercials, please. Twitch, turn them off. Turn off the commercials. Stalker, you're a moderator, right? You can tell. You can get them to stop, right? Please. No, the commercials, they give me lots of money. 0.0001 cent per commercial. Current point for the lesson we're on. Okay. So, yeah, essentially, you know, I would say, yeah, there's so many elements to tackle, but if you're learning it in a textbook, they're either going to do this separate or together, and these are technically, you know, 2 different grammar points. Honestly, to me, it's like the same. You know, so tari suru and then tari tari. Which let's look it up, you know, it's good to, Let's see if that's like N Tadi JLPT. Really cool way to look up stuff, by the way, is just type grammar, whatever the grammar you're looking up, and then JLPT. Actually pretty effective. So we have, they're both in, I don't know what this one is. JLPT 5, N5. Looks like tari tari suru. It's under like the same grammatical thing. So technically it's really the same. So for example, let's just say you need two. Like, 何をするのが好きですか? And then Genki textbook, and it's not helpful at all. Yeah. I think there's, you know, every textbook has some good stuff. Most textbooks have a lot of bad stuff. Oh no, my pancake. 5秒 rule. 5秒 rule. And then you want to answer, what do you like to do? All right, what do you like to do? I like to, you know, whatever. Anime o mitari. Right? That would be a bad, incomplete sentence. Anime o mitari. Now, if you write it down, if you're talking, like having a real conversation, and this is what your teacher, I think, is getting at. Anime o mitari. And then I could literally just say, and that would be good Japanese. That's what's silly about real, you know, language and speaking and stuff like that. Niwa niwa hokkusu. Hokkusu-san. Wasn't it? You used to be hokkusu hokkusu, right? Ebi. Ooh, I like that running one. That's cool. That is cool. What is that? Gomi Dash. I like that. Biba H. 面白い。久しぶりですね。Everything I know is a lie? Uh-oh. Yeah. そうね、名前変わったんだ。久しぶりじゃん。元気にしてるん？久しぶり。本当に久しぶり。多分、ツイッチ、多分2年ぶりぐらいやと思う。そう。ずっとツイッチ使ってんの？俺、ほんまに多分この2、3年間、ツイッチほぼ見てないし、使ってない。けど、なんか、マルチストリームができるようになったって、分かったら、ちょっとだけツイッチ、見てます。元気してんね。兄貴はね、楽しいよ。元気だよ。What? No. Please, hogging chat is not a thing. If you stop talking, which, you know, you don't have to talk. No, I really enjoy. This is what I do on Twitch. Literally just you can be one person asking questions for an hour and I will just sit here answering them. And I love it. It is seriously like the most fun I can have. It is my passion. I love it. I want to do it all the time. If only I had 2 voice boxes. That's always the problem I run into is my voice runs out. Yeah, if anyone wants to jump in, they will. It's true. It's true. And they often do. Some people lurking, whatever. If not, I'll find something to talk about. But so さっき YouTube で配信してなかった？さっきって本当にさっきってこと？今 YouTube ね、YouTube と Twitch で同時に配信してる。この1年間正直配信してなかった。全然。で、一昨年は、ちょっと YouTube で配信してた。Twitch はね、もう、as you can see, nobody has followed. There might have been people, I've gotten 0 followers so far. You know, I think some of these people are just already following me or whatever. And that's cool. Like, whatever. The follower, it's all good, you know, notifications, blah, blah, blah. But that was like kind of the main reason I left Twitch. It was like, does anybody find me? Like, and if they do watch, like, you know, maybe they'll find me again. But that was kind of the issues. Like, there weren't too many new people. Seems like there's maybe new people watching now that didn't know me before. I have no idea. But most likely it's just the people who are already following me. And at least in what I'm doing, like, look, if I was some, you know, wacko playing games and I dressed up like an alien or something, yeah, I'm sure people would find me. But that's not me. So what I do on Twitch is just way too niche. And it's almost impossible for people don't even think to go to Twitch to look for me. That's the problem. But before they changed the tags on Twitch, lots of people found me. And even if they never came back, it was like maybe 10 to 20 followers every stream. And they're like, oh, this is interesting, follow. But now it's like, maybe people just don't follow anymore. I don't know. But that's just the way it goes now. There are a few other people teaching Japanese on Twitch, mostly VTubers. Yeah, I have seen a lot of VTubers. And oftentimes it's just like a lot of people are like learning, and that's cool. Like those are the people that I want to, like, you know, talk to and get to know better. You know, they're like studying Japanese. Twitch の方がいいと思うけど、いろんなスタンプも使えるし、そうね。うん。そう、Twitch の方が絶対配信にはいい。けど、前は、2年前は YouTube で頑張ってたから、まあ、その方が良かった、前は。人が、Twitch で見てくれてた人が、まあ、YouTube で見てくれなくても、Twitch、まあ、いろいろあるけど。But now I don't really care. Like, I tried hard for a little while on YouTube, and I learned how to make very good videos that are either successful or semi-successful. And I'm happy with that accomplishment. And I could still do that if I didn't have a wife, 2 children, a business, and if I was single, basically. It is the content that I really want to do on YouTube is so massively time consuming and whatever. So I can't handle it. It was too much. I have footage for like a whole other video, and it was like it's cool. But I like started to make the video, and I got like a quarter way through, and I was like, geez, dude, like this is so much work. And like, yeah, maybe 2,000, I'll get like 3,000 views or something, but it's so much work. And I was getting busy with lessons, and I just couldn't handle it all. And it was defeating in a way. Well, congrats on the second kid. Last time you only had one. Yeah. Thanks. It was, but now I'm kind of getting back into YouTube in a more stress-free way. Look, I proved to myself that I could make really good, high-quality YouTube videos. And I did it out of the blue. I was just like, boom, we're doing it. Because I had time, etc. It's just too hard. So now I'm going to kind of take a reverse approach. And I'm going to like, I started with like the first video back. I like bare bones, like nothing special. And then I'm like, all right, let me work my way back. And I'll just do some basic stuff. I'm not going to go probably too crazy with the editing. It's just, let me get the info in my head out there on a video so that for my students or whoever, if they find it, awesome. Otherwise, whatever. I just want, I can't, if I were to write a book, I wouldn't even be able to get all the information I know into it. Because it just comes and goes. I forget stuff. So a lot of the times I just want to like, look, here's a thing that I've thought about that I know is easy for you, and I can explain it in a good way. Here you go. Whoever that helps, awesome. For most of you, maybe it's irrelevant. but I just want to help those people that I know are out there and they're swamped or they're struggling or whatever it is. And those are the people that I hope to help, where they're like, man, why I don't get it. Like, why is Japanese so hard? Like this concept is very confusing and or they don't even know they're messing it up. Like, those are the people I hope to reach. I hope to just be kind of like a little safe haven, like a scratching post or something for Japanese learners, like a back scratcher. They're like, that feels so much better. Something's been bothering me for a while, and they just go, that's good. Yo, welcome to the community, Joe Twitch. Hey, moved to Twitch, first time chat. With that, there we go. There's our 1 follower for the day. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, just come over to Twitch. It's where all the cool kids are anyway. Yeah. We did it. We got our 1 follower for the day. As I expected, huge gains. Huge gains. So, and I'm enjoying that, you know? Like, I'm finally getting, you know, these ideas where I probably would have been like, this is going to be a massive video, like blah, blah. And I could do that still, but I'd rather just get the information out. Even if it's not perfect, at least, you know, if somebody asks, or now like on Twitch with more stuff, otoku, I could be like, hey, I made a video about that. Boom, here you go. Yeah, gotta prioritize your life. There isn't time for everything, sadly. Yeah. Like there's definitely a pattern for most people. Depends on your content or whatever. But like, you know, most people that are making kind of very like high quality videos, look, they're single. It's just straight up. They're single, or when they started, they were single. So they got a following when they were single. Then they got married, blah, 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 blah. There's just no way. I mean, there is, but I don't want to do that much work to where I could do it, but I would start to hate it, and I don't want to hate it. I want to enjoy it, and just, you know, share with you guys the stuff that I love. What would you recommend for learning kanji? That was actually the topic. That was the final video that I was gonna make. That was very intense. 3 surefire ways to learn kanji. I can remember them if I associate them with a word, but that seems like learning in a vacuum rather than learning how to spell like you do with hiragana and katakana. There's a lot to say about that. In essence, kanji, you should use any tool that you think might be good. There is no one way to learn kanji. Learn all kanji. You know? I always use this example. Yes, everyone always recommends to learn them. So I think now I'm starting to see a very good question to answer when people are like, how should I learn this? It's like, first, how should you not learn it? Like the next video that I'm going to talk about is like oh no, eventually I'll talk about like what isn't immersion, you know? Because I think a lot of people think they're immersing and they're like, yeah, I'm doing immersion. Yeah, I'm getting better. And I'm like, bro, that's not going to help you. That's not immersion. So for kanji, it's like, how do you not want to learn kanji? You don't want to learn kanji, in my opinion, just my opinion, you don't want to learn kanji like this. Here's one kanji. Here's another kanji. Here's another kanji. Like, learning them solo like this is possible, and it's fine. For example, look, tried and true, wani kani, it works. Anybody can do wani kani and learn how to read kanji. It's proved, you know. Doesn't mean everybody gets good, but if you just follow it and do it, you will learn kanji and you will be good. So, for example, I know associating them with multiple words is great. You understand better what it's used for. Yeah. I mean, simply put, like, it being in a sentence is always gonna be better. Like, yeah. Right? Keiki tabeta. Even if you like forget how to read the kanji and then you read keiki, huh? Beta, you'll probably remember how to read it. You know. Same with stuff like this, like juice mimashou. If you've seen the kanji once and you read it once, usually. For example, I know iku when I see it, but when I need to write ryoko, when you need to write it, like physically write, because that's a kind of a different topic. Are you talking about actual physically writing stuff, and you're trying to like get good at writing? I mean, that's a whole different topic. Physically write. You might physically write, but I'm physically right. Sorry. Writing kanji is honestly a whole nother demon. I would say probably the fastest way to remember how to write kanji is 1, read a lot, and 2, write a lot. Like writing kanji from memory is really not something that you can grind too much. Kaki. So it's yeah, like that's a whole nother. There is no cheat. There's no cheat for that, unfortunately. So if you want to be good at writing kanji, it's just okay. You're like, how do I write how do I write iku again? Like, you know, you said I know iku when I see it. Yeah, of course. But then when I need to go write it, I don't. So when you're physically writing and you have your sentence like, you know, let's see. 来月旅行します. Just to make it simple, okay? Let's say you remember how to do 来月? Yes. I'm stealing that analogy, Zenny. I think that's perfectly accurate. Where did I go? Right. Stealing that analogy. That's very good. Writing. Yes. If you want to be good at trivia, you don't like, let me start learning every fact I can about American history. It probably won't come up on the trivia quiz, you know? But the more you do, the more you do trivia, you'll just get better at it because you're more familiar with the types of questions, and then maybe you can like study ahead of time. But fortunately, kanji is easier than trivia. So let's say you get daigetsu, you're good, and then you're like, crap, I forget the ryo, and I forget ko. So, I mean, just naturally, what would you do at that point? Give up. ダメ。諦めちゃダメだよ。So, I'd reach for my dictionaries again. Yes. You know, whether you use your phone, like honestly, I was using my iPod or whatever. Just, you have to look at your phone or your dictionary or whatever. You pick it up. You type in Ryoko. The bigger the better usually, if like you can see it. And a natural font is going to be better, but all that aside, right? You just got to look it up again, right? And then if you want, you know, you can write it like 100 times. Not 100, you know. Write it like 5 times, and that will help a little bit the next time because it's muscle memory. You know? It's literally muscle memory. Like, you no longer have to think about like, oh, like, you know, if you do a straight line down for H, you don't really like veer to the left or right. And then when you go up, no, you've written H a bajillion times. So now that you even have your own accent with your writing, right? Oh, ごめんなさい. ごめんなさい. Capitaru. That's the new W. H. Let's get some H's in the chat. H's in the chat. 俺は最近語彙力を、鍛えればなと思った。なんか自衛隊の用語を学び始めた。I've been spam writing and it has really worked a bit, but I was wondering if there might have been a shorter way. I will try Wanikani for reading. If I don't mean reading. I don't know, H, apparently H. Other than the sexual meaning, I have no idea. If you want to get better kanji, just in general, being able to read more kanji quickly, Wanikani is the real option. There's other ways, but I think the only other legitimate way is there's 3 ways. Okay, Wanikani, the Heisig version, which is very slow but fun, and then real life kanji, essentially like you live in Japan or you have some way of seeing Japanese every single day all around you, which basically living in Japan. And I guess a supplemental option is watching any show, movie, anime with Japanese subs. どういたしまして、Mr. Hokus様. That was ETA. ETA? This is how you salute. That's how you salute. Yes, sir. Or like this. Yes. Oh, eta. Oh, I don't know that one. Eta. I ate a sandwich for breakfast. An emoji in the 7. Okay. So, but what I was saying for like reading, you have to read a lot is like not news articles, but actual written Japanese a lot. Reading Japanese a lot will help you with writing. Reading, typing, and looking up words. Typing as well. I got better at writing kanji. Oh, is that the playlist over? Hold on. I got better at writing kanji without even trying because of my translation job. I was looking at Japanese, so much Japanese, writing so much Japanese every day. Oh my gosh. So much typing, so much reading that I can just see the characters in my head now. I cannot write as many kanji as a native person That's the only area I don't consider myself like native level. And I suppose I am near native with picture accent, but I don't have a full understanding of when one way changes over another yet. I have writing PTSD. Ugh. Last stream on Twitch was a long time ago. It was so long. It was the longest time ago I have ever seen. Do you not realize? What is it? Do you not realize I've had diarrhea since Easter's? I like that. A long time ago. Why didn't the Japanese guy remember what he ate? Because it was a long time ago. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah. So definitely reading a lot, and even now, like, even if I can't remember it perfectly, I can remember a lot more about like how to write something, without even trying. So it was just an unexpected benefit. But I really wouldn't worry too much about being good at writing. I would, if anything, your time, rather than learning how to memorize how to write kanji, other than for like a quiz or a kanji test, right? Study, what do we say? Like study hard and like, what is the word? Not focus, not, like, なんていうの? 絞るっていうか. I'm stinking. Gotta put on some Dio. What is that? Focused? Hone in? I don't know. Hyper focus on how to write kanji when you have a quiz or a test for it. Otherwise, deliberate? Yeah, that sounds fine. Be extra deliberate. Hyper focus, whatever. Deliberate works though. On kanji writing when you have a kanji quiz or test. Other than that, really don't waste your time. I think if you want to get better at writing kanji, you should focus your efforts. I think maybe that. I don't know. Focus your efforts on making the writing kanji very well or very neatly. Make your hiragana, katakana, and kanji look like a native person did it. I think that's probably your best use of time. Look at handwritten stuff and then copy that and see how it goes. Does that make sense? I got very good at reading kanji, living in Japan, seeing it all the time, quizzing myself wherever I went. It's another method. I don't feel like explaining it right now, but honestly, just watching, doing immersion, just anime and dramas, just watching that all the time, and comedy, variety. 最も画数の多い書いた漢字は the one that I did, I don't even remember what it was called or anything. That was a long time ago. Were you there? So I don't remember how to write that thing. Heck no. Joe Twitch is part of the Jelly Club. Hey. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much. Welcome. This is what we were trying to remember. I don't remember what I said. Wait, here, is this it? Welcome to the Jelly Club. Welcome to, do you guys remember? I said, welcome to the Jelly Club and the Bean Gang, or something like that. Is that what I said? Do you guys remember? Somebody's got to remember. Welcome to the Jelly Club. I feel like I said one more thing, but I don't remember what it was. Thanks so much, Joe. I appreciate the sub. Arigatou gozaimasu. Got one sub and one follow. And the Bean Gang. Welcome to... it's like the way I said it was different. It was like, welcome to the Jelly Club. And the Bean Gang. Was feeling guilty? Dude, it's fine. This is a free product. This is a free product. But yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Now you're a brown bean. It used to make more sense because my channel name was Jellyman Kelly, and then we built up a persona around that. I thought that was and the Bean Gang for so long. Yeah. Welcome to. There's definitely got to be some video, old video. Welcome to the Jelly Club. Welcome to the Jelly Club. And the Bean Gang. That's what something like that. Oh yeah, Chiaki thought it was the Bean Gang. 頭が回ってないから何も思い出せん。そんな感じ。Welcome to the Jelly Club and the Bean Gang. And the Bean Gang. Something like that. And the Bean Gang. I think that's what I did. It's been so long. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. And Bridgewater, you did the other day. And Zenny, thank you so much for the subs. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigato. Arigatou gozaimasu. Whoa, I like that one with my head. That looks cool. Yijang. Arigato. So yeah. I think I probably basic kanji, getting better at reading. I literally just, yeah, it was like karaoke, immersion. So watching anime, variety and dramas, movies. And then like looking around, basically, to make it simple. So yeah. Good stuff. I think I'm gonna hop off. It's been a fun stream. Probably just gonna study enough kanji to pass class. I really only care about speaking properly. Yes, that is the correct method. Don't worry so much about kanji. It is good to be able to write hiragana, katakana, and know how to write kanji, just knowing how. If you're ever gonna live in Japan, you know, you usually only need to know how to write your address. Otsukare desu. But yeah, I think that's, I wouldn't worry too much about much else. But yeah. はい。楽しい時間ありがとうございました。また来週会いましょう。Let's meet again next week, and I had a lot of fun. It was good talking to everybody. Good seeing everybody.